Hi everybody, welcome to this short video on multi-factor authentication, or MFA, or sometimes called 2FA. In this video we're going to have a look at a user that is created, that's enabled for MFA, how they register for MFA, what it looks like on their phone, and how it protects them accessing resources. This is part of the Azure Cloud Security at the C-Level book by Paul Keely. I'm going to start off by just creating a very quick user. I'm going to call this user MFA. I'm going to put them as part of the paul@onmicrosoft.com. First name MFA, display name MFA. I'm just going to make them a user. I'm going to enable them for multi-factor authentication. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to get a temporary password for this user. And with my temporary password, I'm just going to copy that. I'll just hit OK, and I'm going to just log in as this user. Let's put in the email we just created, and I just hit my sign-in password. And it says, for added security, we need to further verify the account MFA Paul Keely. I'm just going to say, set it up now. And then it's just going to say, we're going to authenticate you by phone. I'm just going to put in my phone details. And hit contact me. So at this point, I'm just getting a call from Microsoft. I just answer it. I hit pound key, and there I am verified on my phone. Okay, so verification was successful. And then it says, hey, look, if you're using Outlook, for example, or Outlook Apple Mail, and you need an additional strong password, here is a strong password you can use to go and access your applications that require MFA. I'm just going to hit done. I'm just going to say current password. Okay, and now it just says that your administrator has required us to set up additional security. I just say fine. I hit next. And on the additional security tab, it's just going to ask me to verify my phone. And I'm just going to hit verify now. And I'm just going to hit call me. And when it goes to call my number, it's just going to say, I put it on speaker.
Thank you for using the Microsoft sign-in verification system. Please press the pound key to finish your verification. Your sign-in was successfully verified. Goodbye.
Okay. And then the last thing it's going to do is it's going to say, hey, look, would you please just set up an email address that we can get you on? So it's just after emailing me. It says, here is the code that you need. I hit copy, fire it in, verify, and everything is good. Okay. So at this point, I'm now set up for MFA. So if I just sign out, and it's just going to take a second to sign me out, and I try and log back in, Paul Keely. It says just give us your password. And now it's going to say, hey, I'm just going to send you an authorization to your phone. Oh, it's going to call me. Okay, and there it is, brought me in and allowed me in full access. The call is so simple because I just press pound or hash key if you're in Europe, and it allowed me in. Super simple. There's no messing around with trying to get authentication numbers, etc. in place. It's a really easy process. Just having a look at MFA on the background. This is my Azure Active Directory in the classic portal, and I just hit configure from AD, and when I scroll down from configure, I get my multi-factor environment. Once I click on manage device settings, it takes me over to the Phone Factor page. Phone Factor was a company, an MFA company that Microsoft bought and fully integrated into their environment. And you can see some pretty simple settings. Allow users to create an app password, list trusted IPs that you're not going to ask people to come in for, verification options, call to phone, text to phone, notification through mobile app, verification code through mobile app. Notification through mobile app is another beauty because it's essentially like an SMS inside the app. You just press OK and it lets you in. And then I'm not allowing people any grace on the MFA on how often they have to do it. And the reason for that is because I personally only ever enable MFA when it is with Azure identity protection, because with Azure identity protection, the MFA registration is in place and it's all set up, but I'm not going to be actually challenged for this authentication unless there's something not normal about my account login. There's advanced settings that you can go to a second portal in MFA, and it will show you things like give you reports on usage, configure if someone's allowed to authenticate one time without the code, if you want to block somebody, etc. So this is all SaaS based. I haven't had to deploy anything on-prem. If you did want to have the same MFA solution, meaning that I'm registered with Phone Factor and I have it set up, you can also download the Phone Factor server and use it on-prem. The most typical example of that would be you've got a VPN device and you configure the VPN device to support radius. It hits the device and it logs you in. That's MFA. It's an absolute essential. Really, I'd be looking to combine it with privileged identity management, but this is just an absolutely fantastic tool. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.